Dismal inflation report. Yeah, that's right. Consumer prices spiking 8.5% in March from a year prior. As we've been reporting, this is a 40-year high we haven't seen since December of 1981. The primary driving factor behind the new inflation rate is rising gas prices. And today, the national average for a gallon of regular, $4.08. Again, that's in place. That's the average. So you know it goes way up when you go to the coast. To help ease the pain at the pump, President Biden has announced new measures to bring those gas prices back down. Business correspondent Marley Caden is joining me right now with this plan. This plan is pretty modest. I mean, we're not going to see a dollar difference in prices for gas.
No, we're definitely not going to see anything close to a dollar in changes of prices. The savings could be a little over $50 a year.
$50 a year?
If it goes how it's planned. I think here the president knows that when gas prices go up, typically approval ratings start to fall. So they're trying to look for a way to get fuel costs down, and they're trying to do it really fast, Adrian. President Biden hopes to slash gas prices by about 10 cents a gallon and is allowing the sale of a special type of gasoline to make that happen. President Biden on the road in Iowa, taking aim at Russian President Vladimir Putin for the strain on your wallets, accusing him of causing the price hike.
70% of the increase in prices in March came from Putin's price hike in gasoline. We need to address this challenge with an urgency that demands.
As part of the administration's plan to cut costs, Biden is directing the EPA to issue an emergency waiver, allowing the use of 15% ethanol gasoline, better known as E15 fuel. The small amount of ethanol is mixed with regular gas and typically banned during the summer months in the U.S. due to air pollution rules. This initiative could cut costs by up to 10 cents a gallon, saving you about $56 a year.
E15 is about 10 cents a gallon cheaper than E10, and some gas stations offer an even bigger discount than that.
But the E15 fuel will only be available at 2,300 of the country's more than 100,000 gas stations, mostly in the Midwest and the South. And Adrian, that's less than 2% of gas stations that have E15 available. And of the top 10 states with the highest gas prices, the Energy Information Administration says that 8 of them do not have a single gas station in the state that currently sells E15 fuel.
Well, we got to talk about this some more because I'm wrapping my brain around this. Joining us right now is Congressman Warren Davidson, a Republican from Ohio. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.